Hey there, can you raise that lamp about 6 inches, right? Excellent. A butler should always look sharp. So.
At what point in the 22 season was it clear to you that the team was struggling?
Oh, well, right after the Hungarian GP. I may only be the money, but even to me it was obvious. The whole thing was a shambles.
Yet again, Konnersport Jackson and Butler battling it out on track. It seems as
Hang
if
on,
they...
2 seconds, Nat.
Okay, Devon, Aiden's lapping faster than you. I need you to let him pass, please. Devon, do you copy? Listen to me, I need you to let Aiden pass now.
Butler just completely blanking the order there. Seems like he didn't even acknowledge it.
Too true, but as you can see, no way through for Jackson. No way at all. This Konnersport rivalry is getting heated on the track here in Hungary.
Oh, come on, this is the go! Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, you're in the top 10. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 4.6 seconds. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
So Nats, who else out there deserves a mention today?
Well, I feel like there are a couple, but let's start with Aiden Jackson.
Couldn't agree more. Jackson had a brilliant race, didn't he?
Yeah, we know Konnersport have struggled all season. Jackson's done really well today, and that's in spite of the problems with his own teammate.
Even before they became teammates, these two had their fair share of run-ins. It's a fascinating rivalry. You can't take your eyes off it for one moment. But nonetheless, some much-needed points today for Konnersport. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Well, a good race out there again today, Aiden. But what we do all want to know, what exactly happened with Devon? It sounded like he completely ignored a direct team order.
Yeah, what do you expect? It's Devon. He was out of order out there. He really needs to rein it in. He's not the only one driving. I'm sure the team will have a lot to say about it.
Well, he did certainly seem to cause you some trouble out there today. And after that, and what happened in Canada, what would you say to those wondering if the old Jackson-Butler rivalry is well and truly back?
Well, you know what they say. Old habits die hard. There's always going to be tension between teammates, and Devon and I don't always see eye to eye, so, you know, we know that. It's tricky, for sure. But the team always comes first.
So issues with Devon aside, how do you feel it went out there today? Do you think the team will be pleased with your performance?
Could I have pushed it harder? Probably. It was a good enough result, but, you know, with the past issues of the car, I feel maybe we held back a little bit. I'll definitely be putting in the work for the next race weekend, for sure.
So you mentioned the car there. In that regard, Konnersport's not had the easiest of times so far this season. Has that all been sorted? Are those reliability concerns well and truly behind you?
Well, yeah, there was no issues this race, so things are definitely looking up in that regard. I'm confident the team have got it in hand, and today proved it. There's always room for improvement, but little by little, step by step.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Okay, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Devon, You had a problem with a team order today?
Didn't happen.
What?
Look, I know everyone's saying I ignored it, but it didn't happen. I never got the order. Check the comms.
Shoddy workman always blames his tools, eh?
Check the comms.
Okay, we checked the communication pipeline. Fix it. This cannot happen again.
Typical.
Aiden, listen.
What's the point?
It's just Devon being Devon.
And what? That makes it okay? He's an arrogant...
No, you're right to call him out. But imagine if we didn't give him certain freedoms. He'd be even harder to manage. As his father, I know. Aiden, you're the best driver that we have. And it's right for you to put Devon in his place. He needs it. The team needs it.
Thanks. Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me. I think...
Honestly, we don't deserve you. And I know that you're being discussed at other teams, so just keep doing what you're doing.
Sure. I'm sorry if I've spoken out of turn. About Devon.
Not at all. You know the best way to keep Devon in his place?
What's that?
Beat him.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Davidov.
So, I had a word with Aiden.
And?
Nothing to worry about. Don't think there'll be any more problems.
What did you say?
Doesn't matter. We level with each other. Just leave Aiden to me from now on.
And what about Devon?
What about Devon?
We both know it wasn't the comms, right?
Andrea, listen. Devon may push his luck from time to time, but I won't have his integrity questioned. If he says it was the comms, then you know what to do. Yes?
Right. Sure. I'll have them checked again.
See that you do.